Welcome to a new episode of The Hog Project. I'm Antonio Montes, co-founder of Keveri, and here I'm gonna show you something special. Today is all about the pork ribs, but not as you probably know them. We have been doing a lot of recipes of pork during the years, and it's pretty much always related to smoked, very soft, tender, pretty much full of the bone, smoked pork ribs. And today is not gonna be about that. It's gonna be about the classic mode. We're gonna create more caramelization, more browning. It's gonna have fresh spices. It's gonna be a different take in a shorter time of an absolute classic, the pork rib. Let's start with the lighting of the Keveri H1. First of all, 3 pounds for this kind of barbecue, it's more than enough. 400 degrees, 370 for 4 hours, 5 hours, 3 pounds is more than enough. Second of all, you can light it in the middle with fire starters, and that's gonna work pretty well. Then, a lot of people ask, can I use briquettes? We sometimes don't recommend briquettes, but that's for a higher temperature, you know? Over 600 degrees, over 550, you want to avoid briquettes, but they're totally fine while they don't have, added chemicals that are gonna change the flavor and accelerate the lighting. And if you have more doubts about this, I strongly recommend using the owner's manual where we tell you everything you need to know very fast, 5 steps to light it on each grill mode, or even the YouTube channel that's pretty well too. So we're gonna light it now. This is the pork spare ribs. Okay, you probably have seen this before. It's the biggest pork rib that you can have. And we're gonna trimming because of 2 things. First of all, I like it the way that it's trimmed. It's more even, it cooks better, and I prefer that. And the second reason is because the rest, the trimmings of it, they are so good. So you can use it for different recipes for weekdays, and it's gonna be outstanding. So that's the first thing. The second is that we are gonna cook it on a completely different thing that you have probably seen before. We're gonna smoke it, we're gonna use a wood chunk, but on classic mode, between 360, 370, or even up to 400 degrees. So we're gonna look for to have this beautiful caramelization, you know? We want it brown, we want that kind of flavor. Also, we want a little bit of smoke. And then we're gonna wrap it with some herbs that are gonna create some beautiful flavors. It's gonna take probably 1 hour and a half to create that browning and another hour in this wrapping. So it's gonna take somewhere between 2 hours and 30 and 3 hours. So it's quite fast. That's gonna be absolutely incredible. Let's start with the trimming. Now I'm gonna put my trimmings on a bowl. I'm gonna put the ribs in a tray and clean my table to start cutting the aromatics. We're gonna start with fresh garlic, 2 cloves, I'm gonna add some rosemary, fresh rosemary, some thyme, fresh mint, red chili flakes, a little bit of lime zest. I'm gonna grind a lot of pepper and salt. Once I get to the desired texture, I'm gonna start adding olive oil. Now I have the paste ready, and I have the pork ribs ready too, and the oven is with the smoke controller on in the first level. And I'm gonna put this one in the middle rack. So I'm gonna have a lot of convection, but a lot of heat, and it's gonna turn out incredible. First, I'm gonna add a wood chunk. Now, as you can see, I have the smoke controller in the lower rack. And in the middle, I'm gonna put this beautiful spare rib. Hear that sizzling, that's beautiful. That sizzling, you're not gonna hear that while you're smoking. That's the approach, that's the different approach. And regarding the smoke controller, we wanna have high heat, but deflect the heat, have indirect heat. Can you do it on a direct heat? Sure you can. But the spices, all these aromatics, might burn, so it's better to have it indirect for this occasion. It has been 1 hour and 15 minutes, and we are nearly done for this stage. The browning, the caramelization is unbelievable, and now it's the perfect moment to put it on a foil. We're gonna add a little bit of honey and water with vinegar, just to dilute it a little bit, and it's gonna be amazing. Probably 1 hour and a half more, and it's gonna be ready. Okay, follow me. Wow. You remember when I was saying that this was more about browning and texture and caramelization? Look at that. That's exactly what I was looking for. All those bubbles, all the sizzling, it's perfect. And now it's gonna be upside down inside of the grill. So it has been 1 hour and a half since we put it inside with the aluminum foil. So it's like 2 hours and 30 minutes total. And I think it's ready. It's time for us to take a look and see how it's going. It feels very tender, so I think it's gonna be nice. The smell. Wow. Again, the smell is incredible. I love it. And the char, it's beautiful. Look at this, the most amazing pork ribs with chimichurri. You have probably been asking, where that chimichurri came from, and we have the recipe, so we're gonna leave the link in the description, and you're gonna love it. But look at this. Oh man, I think I'm gonna have to try it out. So juicy, really tasty. You have that caramelization bark with the lemon zest and the chimichurri so fresh. I really love it, and it takes less time, and it's a different take on a pork rib. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. So if you like this kind of recipes, I encourage you to follow our social media, go to our YouTube channel, subscribe to our YouTube channel, go to our webpage, check out the Keveri H1. We have been doing some amazing recipes, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna enjoy the machine and also these recipes. Well, I hope to see you in the next one.